Welcome back to the Real Estate Voice with Barb Schlinker, the weekly radio show that informs and educates you on how to buy or sell real estate with Barb Schlinker, the owner of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Barb, a lot of people believe this market is so hot, there's no issue with selling a home. So why go with a full commission, full service agent when you can get a similar result pretty much from an agent who discounts their fee? So are they really saving money by doing that?
Well, Richard, it was hot, but suddenly it's not that hot. And it happened so fast, we're almost experiencing sticker shock because of it right now, but in the opposite direction. And I get it. I know everybody wants a deal. Everybody wants to save money and wants to put the most money in their pocket when they sell a home. But the question is, are they really saving money by hiring a discount agent? You know, if you hire an agent that tells you improperly how to prepare for your home, like failing to recommend that you do proper improvements so it shows well, or failing to actually present the home to the market the right way, the results will be few, if any, showings, and the home sits on the market while the prices are dropping. And the net result to you in your pocket is less money. The next question is, are you really saving money if an agent doesn't appropriately promote your home? Like some of the pictures I just showed you, Richard, the crooked house, the clutter everywhere, the toys on the floor, the stuff on the kitchen counter. That's enough to make a buyer say, I don't want to see that home. And the results are the home sits on the market while the prices are dropping and you net less money. And then the next question is, are you really saving money if an agent promises and recommends a price that's too high? They look back at those April prices just a few months ago and says, oh, your home is worth this much money. And it isn't worth that much money anymore. And so the result is the homes sit on the market, the price is going to have to drop. And as time goes on, the problem is the Fed has promised to keep stepping on the gas and raising interest rates as time goes on. What that means is there's going to be demand destruction for the buyers because they can't afford the payments anymore. And the result would be more buyers drop out of the market. Then over the long term, the home sells for less and you net less. So picking the right agent is absolutely critical when you sell your home, because if you pick an agent that says, oh, I can get you so much money and I'm going to do it for cheap, you know, they're just trying to get their next commission, basically. It could hurt you, and it could hurt you badly right now, especially in this environment. You know, recently I had a home seller that had hired a discount agent who even made the seller pay for their own photos, and it didn't sell. So they had to move back in. It cost them a lot of money, but I ended up turning around and selling that home for a lot more money. And you should know, people think that real estate agents are a generic commodity, but they're not. They're not all the same. You really want to choose an agent that knows how to command the most amount of money for your home. I've actually helped hundreds of thousands of home sellers, and I've been hired by quite a few that previously used a discount agent and got bad results. Just recently, Richard, I had a home seller contact me, and I had talked to him about selling this home months before, but they went with the discount agent. The discount agent didn't know how to appropriately price the home. It sat on the market. They lowered the price and lowered the price. They ended up lowering the price, I think something around $50,000 from where they started. And they ended up netting a lot more than the total amount of the commission, less than they would have had they hired the right agent to begin with, and had they priced it right to begin with. So it's absolutely critical. I had another one recently that hired me after they hired some other agent, and it wasn't working. She wasn't creating demand. There weren't a lot of people showing up at the home. So they finally said, that's it, we're done. We want out of our contract. And this is shocking, Richard. The agent actually threatened to sue them for the commission. Can you believe that?
So the agent doesn't do their job, and then they're going to sue the person who wants out of the contract.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'd be embarrassed if I were somebody like that.
Yeah, and fortunately, the seller has legal training, so he's pretty sharp. He had to go talk to the broker and go, "We're going to have a discussion about this because that's just not going to happen." And the truth is, and that's a fear of a lot of sellers if they're going to make a change, even though their contract hasn't ended yet. Can I fire my agent? Can I do that? Well, if you feel as though the agent did not work in your best behalf, okay, and did not do what they said that they were going to do, if they didn't work as a fiduciary or an advocate for you, if that's what your contract says, there is a clause in there that says you can terminate. But a lot of people worry that if they make a shift, that if somebody that happened to see the house during the previous listing ends up buying it, will they owe a commission to both agents? And the answer is no, not unless they brought an offer and the whole process of purchasing had an unbroken chain of events. So a lot of people worry about that, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. In most cases, a home seller is firing their agent because they don't have any offers.
Yes.
Right. So I don't think that's the problem, but there are some agents that don't really understand that. And so what they end up doing is just, threatening, or you can't fire me. And wow, for me, I would never do that because my online reputation is very, very valuable to me. People always check other people out online. They look at the reviews, and I want happy customers. We offer a cancellation guarantee because we want satisfied customers across the board.
It's amazing to me, Barb, that somebody would want to sue their own client to make money when in reality, if they, like you, just did a really good job of marketing, they would be getting paid, the client would be getting paid, and everybody wins.
Yeah, and sometimes the marketing mistakes aren't really super obvious. Like I had one that I sold a couple years ago where the agent was promoting that the home back to open space, but there was actually what they call a flag lot, looks like a pole with a lot, I guess, the shape of a flag.
Yep.
Directly behind the home. And during the course of the listing, somebody built a home right behind this home that was being advertised as backing to open space, which there was a golf course behind it. And of course, that wasn't true. And so when the buyers showed up, they were deeply disappointed that it wasn't as it was advertised. And that was enough for the whole process to fail. And they ended up hiring me, and I sold it in a few weeks. And nothing changed about the price or the property other than I was being honest with my representation of the home. So if you're thinking of making a move and you'd like to work with somebody that knows what to do and what not to do to get your house ready for sale, to help you get the home prepared so that you get it priced right, that you get it marketed right, and then you get top dollar on the home. And we try to make our process as stress-free as possible. Give us a call anytime at 719-301-3900. And if you don't know what to ask when you're hiring a real estate agent, we actually are offering a free report on our website. The free report is entitled the Real Estate Agent Selection Factors. So you can get that report by going to barbhasthebuyers.com, click on the green button in the upper left-hand corner, or go to Seller Guide. They keep changing the website around, but you'll find it on my website. You can download that report for free. And that way you will be completely prepared when you sit down and talk with a real estate agent about handling the sale of one of your largest assets, because you don't want to risk messing this up. This right now is a very tricky time to sell a home just because the prices have changed so fast. In my career, I've never seen the market change this quickly. And of course, there's a lot of agents out there that would discount their fee just to get a contract and hope that somebody would purchase, the home. But at the end of the day, you have to get this right. You don't want to hire an agent just to save a few $1,000s who's desperate to get a paycheck, but really may not know, not that they don't want to, but they may not know how to get you top dollar. And somebody that's going to charge an appropriate commission is actually going to be more motivated to give you 5-star service to make sure that your home is appropriately marketed so that you don't miss out on the absolutely spectacular appreciation that we've enjoyed in the past 2 years of somewhere between 35 and 45%. You should get some of that if you're going to sell right now. It's not the end of the world, but you don't want to get this wrong. Richard?
You're listening to The Real Estate Voice. That's Barb Schlinker of Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, and you can reach her at 719-301-3900. Barb, favorite time of the show. It's time for the lightning round of your hot new listings. What do you have this week?
All right. Well, I have a gorgeous home in the 80909 zip code on 1422 Iowa Avenue, over 2,500 square feet at 435. I have a beautiful Victorian at 550 East Platte Avenue, priced at $599. Gorgeous, gorgeous home. A spectacular 2-story near Cottonwood Park, priced at $468. A beautiful property, 9 acres with gorgeous views up in the mountains in Florissant, priced just at $249. A gorgeous remodeled home with massive garage space, priced at $735, up in Divide on 310 Spring Creek. A spectacular home with gorgeous views overlooking Pulpit Rock and Pikes Peak on 1025 Garlock Court, priced at $129 million. A gorgeous home at 6205 Colfax Terrace down in the Broadmoor area near Cheyenne Mountain. That one's priced at $1,045,000. Amazing home over off of Black Forest and Woodman at 525 with a finished basement. Brand new listing down by Peterson on Sather, 4-level, 4-bedroom, really beautiful remodeled home. And this one is a gem on 10935 Royal Archers Lane in Monument, priced at $875. Stunning. Backs to open space, and 2 coming up soon. One on Clemson Drive near the Citadel Mall, priced at $380, and one over off of Mark Scheffel and Woodman and Sandsmere. Gorgeous 6-bedroom home at $549. Richard?
For the people who are watching on YouTube, Barb, what a remarkable difference between somebody just takes their camera out of their phone and takes a photo and the professional photos you just showed us. That's why it is Barb Schlinker. You've been listening to The Real Estate Voice. It airs every weekend. And if you're thinking of making a move, call Barb at 719-301-3900 or visit barbhasthebuyers.com, and you can see replays of this show, barbhasthebuyers.com. It will link to the videos there, or listen to the podcast on all the popular podcast platforms, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and many others. Thank you for listening to Barb this weekend. Reach out to her and give her a call at 719-301-3900. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next weekend. Take care, Barb.
Thank you, Richard. You too.